What is going on? Lincoln Infield here, Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine, and it is Wednesday, October the 9th. Can't believe we're already talking about October, but here we are. Now, normally you guys see me on the first Monday of the month as Magazine Monday, but let me tell you guys, it's been a long, hard road. September and October are they're just a beating in a good way, man, because we're going to events all across the Carolinas, having a big time. We did the Smoke Out, we did Outer Banks Bike Fest, we did Mayhem in Midway, and we got done with the magazine right directly after that. Got the magazines back after Mayhem and went directly down to Myrtle Beach and did a fall rally down there. Fantastic weather, fantastic time. The Carolinas Full Throttle Fall Rally Bike Show was another hit at Bubba's Bar and Grill in Myrtle Beach. We had a great time. But we never even got around to introducing the magazine because we had to end delivery in Myrtle Beach, and there's no time for that while you're at the rally. So here we go. This month's magazine is featuring the Charlotte Concerned Bikers Association and their swap meet and bike show, which will be November 9th and 10th, 2024. Now, this is twice a year now. You might think, hey, didn't we do this? We did. We did it in April, and it's a great show, so they do it again in November 9th and 10th. Now, this is going to be at the Rowan County Fairgrounds in Salisbury, and it's one hell of a time. It is a biker family reunion. It is a swap meet. It is a bike show. It's all kinds of great stuff, and it's also sponsored by our good friends at the Carolina Biker Lawyers, which we'll get some more with them here in just a minute. But I want to make sure you know, guys, go out and grab this magazine. It is a great magazine filled with all kinds of great stuff coming up. The cruising calendar is slap full of information about the upcoming events going on all the way through December. We've got toy runs. We've got everything else going on in the cruising calendar. Now, you get this magazine, pick it up at our local biker-friendly businesses. You can also read the entire thing online, or you can get us to email you directly the events. There we go, events, or we can text them to you, and all that stuff's on our website. So we've got a great magazine right here at your fingertips, local as it gets. Make sure you get it out there and pick up your copy. Now, what we do is we get on this thing, we're going to talk about some upcoming weekend events to make sure you guys know everything that's going on. But first, as promised, what we've got today is a special guest. We've got Bob Karney of the Carolina Biker Lawyers on with us today. Bob, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, Lincoln?
Hey, man, as good as it gets, you know. And now, guys, everybody knows Bob the Bulldog Karney from the Carolina Biker Lawyers because he supports so many events across the Carolinas. If there's an event, usually Bob's name's on it, and especially ours. He always goes full in on Mayhem and Midway, our upcoming Full Throttle custom bike show, and also local stuff. But this year, Bob, you've been doing. How long did you guys do the Bulldog Hero Awards?
We did it for 12 years, and I think we gave away somewhere between $120,000 and $140,000 over the 12 years to bikers charities.
Yeah. So local biker charities getting helped out by their local biker lawyer, Bob Karney of the Carolina Biker Lawyers. Now, this year, you guys have changed it up a little bit and turned it into the Bulldog Foundation. What can you tell us about that?
Well, the Bulldog Foundation is an offshoot of the Bulldog Heroes. We have people nominate different charities that they think really can use our help. And then this year it was cutting off on October 31st. And then thereafter, between then and the end of the year, we would hand out awards. However, the events of Hurricane Helene have changed that this year for us. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, so many people throughout Western North Carolina have been devastated. Homes have been destroyed. Families have been displaced. Cars have been washed away. Unfortunately, mothers, fathers, and children have died in this. I have been fortunate enough for 40 years to have a home in the Banner Elk area. Yeah. And it has been devastated. And by devastated, don't even bother looking at the TV because the ABC, CBS, NBC, for political purposes, they don't want to tell you how bad it is. It is really bad. We didn't see FEMA for days and days and days up there. But one thing we did see, we saw bikers coming up. We saw ATVs coming up. We saw truckloads of food, water, clothing, bedding gear, anything and everything you can imagine was being brought up to Western North Carolina by the people of North Carolina. It wasn't by the government. The government wasn't to be found at all. And it was not a political thing. They just weren't there. But the people responded immediately. And the people up there, Lincoln, are devastated. A good friend of mine, she was able to get out of her mobile home up there as her mobile home washed away, along with her car. I have a friend whose house was cut in two by a huge tree on their property, and he has no money to rebuild. And Ginger and I are helping the family right now on that, which brings me to this coming Friday, the Bull City Bike Night that Jack Waters puts on. Mm-hmm. You are so gracious to also sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be there Friday night, and I'm going to match any donation up to $10,000 Friday night. And if the truth be known, I'm going to give the $10,000 because these people in Western North Carolina, many of whom are our brothers and sisters in our bike community. And again, if you really want to see devastation, take a weekend and just drive up there. In the next few weeks, you'll see it. Right now, though, don't go unless you're bringing supplies because the roads are clogged with people trying to get up there and help. Bridges have been knocked out. Where I live, we have 5 bridges. One small bridge was left. Houses burnt down because generators caught fire. That happened right above my place.
Yeah.
I could just go on and on and on. Avery County and the surrounding counties are some of the most economically disadvantaged in the state. This, excuse me.
Yeah.
This has just made a bad situation worse.
Right. And I know there's been a huge effort across the Carolinas from a lot of our friends that are taking things up there. Like you said, people, man, the bikers, the bike shops and stuff like that have all pitched in and doing this. Now, this Friday, like you were talking about with the Uptown Lexington Bike Night that is at Bull City Cider Works. Now, this has grown into one of the biggest bike nights in Central North Carolina. Every month, they do it for about 6 months in the middle of summer. Now, this is the last one of the year. It'll be Friday. It'll be 5:30 to 9 p.m. And like I said, guys, come out there and support this. Now, Jack Waters usually does hospice or something like that, but with the devastation of Western North Carolina, he's turned his eyes to try to help with that. And then, guys, like I said, Bob's always out there helping his community. He's got a tie to this one, but he's also donating $10,000 to match, the donations that come in on Friday for Western North Carolina. This is a big, big deal. And I can't thank you enough for coming through on this, man. Like I said, everybody's pitching in and like I said, Carolina Biker Lawyers, man, I appreciate you guys leading the way on this Friday night at the Uptown Lexington Bike Night.
Well, Lincoln, I wish we didn't have to do it, but there's so many of our North Carolinians that have been devastated by this. We have to step in to the fold. I know the government said we're going to give everybody $750. Let me tell you, that is a drop in the bucket. It's silly. Don't even think about that. From east of Boone through west of Asheville, all the communities in between. My nephew is the police chief of Black Mountain and 2 or 3 other little towns. He said 2 of his towns are no longer in existence. They're gone. Chimney Rock, where we all love to ride. I've ridden there so many times I can't even count. Chimney Rock, gone. And when I say gone, I mean gone.
Yeah.
There's nothing standing. All this money we raise is going to go to the High Country Charitable Foundation, which some friends of mine put together probably, oh gosh, maybe 6, 8, 10 years ago now. Every dollar that is raised on Friday night, including my $10,000, every dollar is going to go help the disadvantaged communities of Western North Carolina.
Right.
And I can assure all my friends out there, all my fellow riders, when I say every dollar, I mean every last penny. We've got volunteers on the ground handing out meals to workers right now who are trying to put bridges together. They're trying to rescue families. They're trying to get their medicine to them. There's a group now that have brought in, I think, half a dozen mules.
Yeah, I saw
that
that.
are backpacking supplies to people who can't be reached. Airplanes, small airplanes from my community up there, they're dropping supplies to people who can't get out.
Yeah.
And the reason they can't get out is because there are so many trees down. Hundreds of thousands of trees have fallen. Bridges again are out. These people have no access to electricity, water, or cell service.
Yeah.
So please come out Friday night. Please match my $10,000, and let's see if we can make a difference. I know that's a small amount that will have an impact for a large number of people, but let's do our best. And I know the biker community will more than come out and do their best. Whether it's $10, $5, $20, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just come out, have a great time at the Spooky Bike Night that Jack's putting on. And as you said, just to remind people, this is the last one of the year, so it won't start up again until the spring.
Right.
So
there's a couple. You're right though, man. This community really does come together, and when you're going out to the Bull City Bike Night at Bull City Cider Works, you're gonna drop some cash out there too. So you just gotta make sure that you put some in the donation bucket. Now, is Jack gonna have that on his table, or is that gonna be over with your girls?
I don't know. You'll have to deal with Jack there. But he's gonna make sure that it gets to me. I'm gonna make sure that it gets to High Country Charitable Foundation, and that it gets to these people in need.
Okay.
And let me just end by saying this, and I say this all the time. Bikers are everything that's right about America. Everything.
Amen to that. Hey, there's no two ways about that, man. And you're right. And honestly, man, we just always appreciate you being behind us and helping us out. That's a hell of a thing. A $10,000 match donation, man. From our hearts, man. We appreciate you so much doing that and stepping up like that. That's a big deal.
Well, it's just a shame that we're faced with this tragedy.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
So many have lost so much.
I agree. Well, the deal is there's a couple other things with this bike night. I'm going to pull this back up while we still got Bob on here. This bike night, like I said, is this Friday. It's October 11th, 5:30 to 9 p.m. at Bull City Cider Works in Lexington, North Carolina. Now, there's two bands that are also donating their time to the event. Live music by Love Bug Junkie and JVC. James Vincent Carroll, for everybody that doesn't know him by his initials. He's the artist formerly known as James Vincent Carroll, is JVC now. But there's also a couple things. Riding High Harley Davidson's doing $100 for the best Halloween decorated bike. They usually do best bike in the lot. So this time they're doing costume bikes. There's also two $50 prizes for costumes, one for adult and one for child. So bring the kids out, have a big time. Make sure you bring your wallet with you guys, man. There's a lot of people in need, like Bob was saying, in Western North Carolina. Put some money in the buckets, y'all, and we're gonna make sure that it gets up there. Bob's gonna make sure it gets up there to the right people, so every cent goes to them. That's amazing, Bob. Hey, man, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming through for the biker community over and over again.
So the only thing I'm concerned about is seeing what Jack Waters dresses up as.
Hopefully it's the mummy, you know. But that's cool. Well, like I said, man, it's gonna be a great time. Bob, I appreciate you coming on and talking to us about it. If you guys
Great.
need the Carolina Biker Lawyers, which we hope you don't, make sure to give them a shout. I did put the link in the comments for the Bulldog Foundation. You guys are still taking nominations for charities through October 31st, correct?
Yeah, and then we're going to award them next year because this year is going to be the Hurricane Helene relief.
Okay. Well, that's the deal there. I'm going to also put on there the regular website link. So if you guys need him, you can find him. Bob Karney, the Carolina Biker Lawyer. Thanks, man. Thanks for being on with us today.
Hey, everybody ride safe out there.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you later, Bob.
Great.
What a guy. Look at that. Bob Karney always coming through and doing this. Swede, can you donate art? I don't see why not. If you guys want to get together, Jack Waters is the man that's taking care of that bike night, or you can get it with the Carolina Biker Lawyers and see. Let's see. I'm going to put their number in here. It is 877-376 7982 for the Carolina Biker Lawyers. Carolina Biker Lawyers. So if you guys want to do that, that number is in the comments. Their website is in the comments. So make sure you check them out. But above all, man, like I said, there are so many different organizations in the biker community that have pitched in to help out supply people that have been affected by this storm. Blue Collar Custom Cycles, Jaybirds Custom Cycles, Crossroads Harley Davidson, Tobacco Road, Riding High, Smoking Harley. Like the list just goes on and on. It was one of those things where immediately the biker community threw in and started taking stuff west to the devastated area of North Carolina. So my hat's off to everybody, and then including Bob, who since we were doing this update for this week, this Friday event, which is Uptown Lexington Bike Night on Friday, wanted to make sure that, to get on there and do that. $10,000 he's gonna throw in there. I certainly hope that we can throw another 10,000 in that bucket. And try to help our brothers to the west out. But there is plenty of other events going on this weekend, and that's what we're here to talk about. We'll get back around to that. Now, if you guys want to, you can sign up on our website. It's going to look a lot like this, Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine at fullthrottlemagazine.com. You can read the entire magazine here. If you want to subscribe to our events and news updates, go over here. You can click on this link right there, and it'll send you to a form to fill that out. You can also get those events texted to you. However we can get you the events, we'll do it. They're also right here on our website. You can look at it. There's no reason to search everywhere for events. We've got them all listed for you, and we're going to talk about them right now. As far as this weekend, let me get this a little bigger on the screen so you guys can see it. Now, if you got the email blast that went out a couple of minutes ago, otherwise it is, I'll throw the link in here, maybe. This boomer ass stuff here, I'm not sure. All right, we'll get back to that. I'll put the link in there. It'll be on our website. You'll be able to find it. But let's talk about some other events going on tonight. Well, no, I'm sorry. It's Wednesday. We're talking about tomorrow night, Thursday, October 10th, the VFW Post 5305 in Conover, North Carolina, is having their last bike night of the year. And it's all kinds of cool stuff. Taco Tuesday and domestic drink specials. If you're in the area, check them out. Also, Bulldog Harley Davidson's having their Harley-Ween themed bike night in Smithfield, North Carolina, 5 to 8 p.m. Live music, free beer with the Bulldog Babes vendors, food truck, gift card giveaway. And that is, both of those are on Thursday, October 10th. And then we move into Friday, which, like we've talked about, is Uptown Lexington Bike Night, 5:30 to 9 p.m. with live music, 2 bands, live music, food trucks, vendors, and the Carolina Biker Lawyers. Bob will be on site collecting money for Western North Carolina, is going to match it with a $10,000 donation. Pretty awesome right there. Thanks for that. Also, starting up this weekend, man, we've been talking about this event for a long time, and it is a big deal for us here at the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine. The 15th annual AMCA Southern National Meet and Campout is going to be at the Denton Farm Park. Now, if you like old motorcycles, if you like hanging out around them, if you need parts for them, it is the place to be. Denton Farm Park is a beautiful place to host an antique motorcycle rally, and no better person to do it than the Antique Motorcycle Club of America. We've been going this for 15 years. We've been a sponsor for 15 years. Absolutely amazing event. Come out there and hang out with us. They're going to have a swap meet, a bike show, vendors, there's food. Make sure you get one of them fried bologna sandwiches while you're there, guided rides, and more. Now, this year's theme is Coney Island style bikes, or like the picture there, dumpster barge, all kinds of stuff, man. These are great bikes. They got all the bells and whistles, as many lights as you can hang, all the trinkets and stuff like that. They're very cool. Now, everything else will be out there too. And the cool part about it, this is no museum show. People are riding these motorcycles around. They're having a big time. They're showing them. It's just a great time with old motorcycles and the people that love them. Like I said, now there is a antique bike show with cash prizes on Saturday, and that's sponsored by our friends at Motor Maker. Make sure you come out and put your bike in that show, man, because they give away some hefty cash prizes. Totally worth your time. Also, this weekend, the All Harley World Shootout is having their Don Tilley Memorial Finals at the Farmington Dragway. It is $20 at the gate to get into that, and this is some all-out great drag racing put on by our friends at Lumbee Racing, and Tilley Harley-Davidson's their sponsor for this month. Farmington Dragway, man, this weekend's going to be a hot spot. Make sure you guys check them out. Now, Saturday, we've got a whole boatload of events coming up. Starting with the American Military Family Christmas Fundraiser. It is that time of year, guys. We're going to transition out of rallies and weekend events and into the holidays and the weekend of or the toy run, stuff like that. So we've got the American Military Family Christmas Fundraiser. It's going to start at Double D Burnout Saloon in Kernersville, North Carolina. The registration for that is 10 a.m. They've got an AR gun raffle, live music, and food is available. It's going to benefit the Military Family Christmas Fundraiser. Pretty cool. Now our friends from the Biker Trash Nation have joined in on helping out Western Carolina like everybody else has, man. And it's good because there's, like Bob said, there's so much need up there. So make sure you check this out. The BTN Ride for Relief will start off at Pine Tree Tavern, who, by the way, is having bike night tonight. Make sure you check them out for bike night in Winston-Salem. This ride is going to be on Saturday. Registration is 11 a.m. It's $20 for a single, $25 for a double, and the ride is going to benefit the Wait, I think he changed that, and I put this up last night. The ride to benefit Samaritan's Purse. Thank you, Samaritan's Purse. It's on the damn flyer. It just wasn't how I typed it when they first put it out. Cool stops on this one. Make sure you check out Willie's Honky Tonk, Second and Green, Old Watering Hole, and it ends at Double D Burnout Saloon, which Double D also has a Sunday benefit going on. So they're devoting the whole weekend to benefits there. Blue Collar Cycle Company, which I mentioned, man, made many trips with their trucks and trailers up the mountain earlier last week. I'm telling you, if there was somebody that I could say was the first person to throw their hat in the ring, I think it was Brandon and Blue Collar. Go check out their page. You'll see everything that they've done there. But they're also doing their 5th anniversary bash of their Salisbury location. They have opened a second location in Hickory. We just covered that a couple months ago. I think that was late summer. This is for their Salisbury thing. 5th anniversary bash. Now they own just about the entire block now, and they will shut that down for motorcycle parking in the street, Sturgis style. It's a very cool thing. They've got live music. They've got door prizes, raffles. There's always food. There's always cold drinks, and it's always a good time at Blue Collar Cycle Company. Make sure you get out there and congratulate them on their 5th anniversary. My hat is off to Brandon and all that he has pulled off over there on that corner of Old West Ennis Street in Salisbury, North Carolina. Congratulations, my friend, on that. Steel Rain MC is having a road trip starting out of the QT in Concord, North Carolina. They are going to be riding to Morrow Mountain. There's going to be food available, and all are welcome. It's going to benefit the SRMC Veterans Christmas Fund. Cox's Harley Davidson in Asheville is having their Motorcycles for Mammograms event. Now, I'm pretty sure this is their 15th annual Motorcycles for Mammograms event. Always a big deal at Cox's Harley Davidson in Asheboro, North Carolina. Look, man, they've got a charity ride that morning. Kickstands are up at 10:30 a.m. Registration's $20 for that. They're going to have food truck. They've got free beer. They've got vendors. They've got Rock 92 on location. There's going to be live music by Killing Fiction. And let me tell you something. These guys play it loud. They play it right. Killing Fiction is a hell of a good band. Make sure you check them out. This is going to be at Cox's Harley Davidson all day Saturday, October 12th. Big deal. Make sure you stop by and check them out. All of this goes towards the Motorcycle for Mammogram donation benefit, and they'll take care of breast cancer needs. Very, very cool event. Make sure you check them out. Also, 15th Annual Heroes Ride out of Freedom and Liberty Worship Center in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. $25 per bike on that one, and the kickstands are up at 11 a.m. This benefits Seeds of Hope and is hosted by the Remnant Sons Holy City MC and Guardians MC NC. Guardians LEMC NC. It's just wild. Let's see. This is why I stumble over some of these damn events, because I'm reading comments. My buddy Pops. What's up, Pops? By the way, happy late birthday. His birthday was the Monday after Mayhem, I want to say. But he is the proud dad of the Weenie Queen of Gaston County and the beer chugging champion of Mayhem 4, which, man, I'll tell you what, they had like 12 chug offs. She did a great job. By the way, Blake Allen wants to make sure everybody knows that she was the women's champ. And I believe he's talking about the beer chugging championship because he was the men's. Maybe he was the men's weenie bite championship too. I don't know. But that's the deal. Oh, look at that. Look at that. But Steph comes out and she plays the games. She plays them right. Her and Pops, man, it's always good to see them. I appreciate them coming out to the events very, very much. Now, back to what we were talking about. Down home, Harley Davidson's having their Biketoberfest. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. This was 12 beers. I'm sorry. But there was beer to be had and it was free. We'll talk about Mayhem in Midway some other time. Fantastic time. But that's what they're referring to. 12 beers. It was amazing. Yep, that's right. She was also the Iron Butt champ for the weekend and rode the furthest as a female. Back to what we're talking about. Down home Harley Davidson Biketoberfest in Burlington, North Carolina. That's going to be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Down Home Harley Davidson, home of the hit reality show Boss of Hogs. You can find that on Speed Vision channel and streaming on Fubu and a couple other things like that. Make sure you check them out. Down Home Harley Davidson. Man, make sure you pick up a bike while you're there. They'll make a deal. They got warranty for life on all their models. Make sure you check them out. Boone Motor Co., which is in Franklinton, North Carolina, in the eastern part of the state. Make sure you check them out for Boone Motor Co. Sweet Tooth Saturday and Swap Meet, which will be this weekend, 12 to 4 p.m. Sweet treats available and a swap meet. So cool. Boone is one hell of a guy. He'll sell them to you. He'll fix them for you, all kinds of stuff, man. Make sure you check out Boone Motor Co. in Franklinton, North Carolina. Tobacco Road Harley Davidson in Raleigh, North Carolina is having their stunt show Saturday, which is always the second Saturday of the month. A big time to be had out there. Ryan Lanier comes out there and does a hell of a job with the stunt show. Let's see. They got a food truck. They got stunt shows at 11:30, 1:30, and 3 p.m. They get better as they go, and you want to watch all three of them. And again, buy a bike while you're there, man. That's what you're there for anyway. Let's see. Getting text over here. Poker run in memory of Clarence. Let's leave it at Clarence. At the Wilson Fairgrounds in Wilson, North Carolina. That's over by Blake Allen's part of the world. Old Blockhead Custom Cycles over there. Wilson County Fairgrounds, Wilson, North Carolina. The registration is 9 a.m. First bike out is 10 a.m. Let's see. Bada bing, bada boom. It proceeds to assist Veterans Restoration Quarters. Make sure you check that out. Going to be a good time. Let's see. Bulldog Harley Davidson's also doing an indoor poker run on Saturday in Smithville, North Carolina, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure, send me info on that, please. I just read you the info on that. Are you kidding me, man? I put it in the magazine. It's on the email blast. It's on our website. I just read it aloud to you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's right here. How about that, Blake? God almighty. Damn Wilson area people. I swear. No, I'm kidding. Blake's my buddy. I'm kidding. But seriously, come on, man. Come on. Here, hold on a second. I'll do you a solid because I like you. I'm gonna do this. Watch this. We'll see if this dude's here. There. It doesn't get any better than that. There you go. Wait, YouTube rejected the comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Why am I spamming my own stuff? Well, a bunch of assholes. Technology, folks. Technology. That's why we still print a magazine, because the information in here doesn't get rejected, blackballed, slow listed, anything like that. It is in here all day long, all month long, all year long. 315 copies monthly, 350 monthly copies. We do 10,000 a month. Hey, you're stuck with us. Yeah, I know. All right, where was I? All right. Second annual Harley Dice Ride is going to be in Wilmington, North Carolina, 6620 Market Street. Kickstands up. Oh, man, I put that in there twice. So are you going to tell us what's going on this week? Jesus, Bobby. Look, next time you leave your bike at my bike show, I'm just going to ride it out of there, man, instead of waiting on you. Get out of my damn way. Get out of my program. Squirrel. That's right. All right, back to what we're talking about. Let's skip one because I've got a card for that one later on. CVMA South Carolina 34-4 Island Hopping Campaign is going to start out of American Biker in Ladson. That's South Carolina. Come on, guys. Whoever types these things, what a dumbass. Registration is at 9:45 a.m. First bike out at 10:45. $20 per rider, $10 per passenger. And this always goes to help vets helping vets, as a matter of fact. Make sure you check them out. Here's another one. Pops, you want to read this one for me? I don't even know how to say this word. It's a benefit memorial scholarship ride. It's going to be at Jones Lake State Park in Elizabethtown, North Carolina. Wonder what big city that's near. Registration's at 10 a.m. Kickstands up at 11 a.m. Music, games, food, vendors, benefits. How do you? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to butcher it. I just can't read. I can't read good. I'm now over here with these damn Wilson County people. Let's see. You can call Straight Biz or Miss Resilience if you want information on that. And they'll probably tell you how to say that, and tell them I apologize in advance. The 8th annual Robeco anniversary ride. Hey. I'm reading. I'm just like. That's right. There's plenty of pictures. All right, Bobby, back to what I'm doing here. 8th annual Robeco anniversary ride is 1733 North Roberts Avenue, Lumberton, North Carolina. You know what's funny? I'm going to change this to the other screen so I'm looking the same direction that you guys are. Here, now I'm looking at what it is. All right, kickstands are up at 11 a.m. for this ride. It's $20 a bike. Benefits Fallen Brothers Fund. Make sure you check them out. This is going to be a good event in the Lumberton area. Hey, Blake, you want me to send that to you also, since that's in your area? Club Style NC Fall Bash Bike Show is going to be Cox's Double Eagle Harley Davidson in West End, North Carolina. Or what we like to call Pinehurst. But that's the deal there, man. My friends from Club Style NC, man, they do a good job. They do some stunts. They do all kinds of cool stuff, which they'll have a stunt show 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Registration for the bike show is $20. And the hours for the day are 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure you check it out. They're going to have raffles, 50-50 food truck, and a DJ. I always love it when they say we're going to have, oh, shit. Hold on a second. That's why that's on the other screen. Huh. Tell me you don't know what you're doing without telling me you don't know what you're doing. That's so for all y'all that got to check out my email blast, there you go. Where was I? Something. Can't remember. We're going on. Let's see. Second annual Ride for Kindness, Carolina Coast Harley Davidson 6620. I started reading this one earlier, but hey, why not continue on? In Wilmington, North Carolina, registration 9 to 10:30 a.m. It's $25. This is a dice run, y'all. So it's $25 for a scorecard, or you can get an additional one for $20. There's also going to be a 50-50, a raffle, door prizes. That's right. Benefits Anthony's Way Foundation, and this is to empower kids with ADHD. It seems to be a growing thing in our area, in the world, really. So make sure you check that one out if you're down in the Wilmington area. That would be a good ride for you. A restoration ride will be at the New Bethel Church in Tobaccoville, North Carolina. Now, this is a ride to help restore their fellowship hall that was destroyed by fire on May 30th. And so they're having a ride. They're going to raise some funds. There is a t-shirts available. There's going to be lunch. There's going to be raffles. It's going to be a good time. Cool flyer, too, by the way. I dig that, man. I wonder where they came up with it, but it's a cool flyer. I like it. Make sure you get out there and help them people out. There's also on October 12th, all this stuff's on Saturday, the inaugural Biketoberfest bike benefit ride at the Silverleaf Cigar Lounge in Camden, South Carolina. Registration 10 a.m. Kickstands up at 12 p.m. Lunch and after party involved with that. Benefits the Elgin PD Toy Roundup, and Backpacks for Homeless Veterans program. Pretty big deal there. Make sure you check it out. And that's all stuff that goes on Friday and Saturday. Now, Sunday, we do have a couple of events. Now, this one's going to be a big one. I've been hearing about this for a while, and my buddy Jeff from Springers was telling me about it this past weekend. Sunday, October 13th, kickstands up for Dancing Jack Reeves. It's going to start out at JR's Corner Tavern in High Point on Greensboro Road in High Point, North Carolina. The meet is at 10:30 a.m. And the riders are $20, passenger $5. It's going to end at Springers with a party. It's going to be a big time, and it's going to be for Jack. He has been diagnosed with cancer, and all the proceeds will go to help him with medical expenses. Make sure you check that one out. Like I said earlier in the program, Double D's will be hosting a disaster relief jam for the folks in Western North Carolina. It's going to be 2 p.m. There's going to be live music, and it's going to be a great time. Anytime at Double D's is a great time. We had our anniversary there on August 26th. Big time, man. Big time. So make sure you check it out. August 25th. I can't remember. It was a good time. That's all I know. Go to Double D's. Have a good time. Also on Sunday is the 10th annual Tutus for Tatas at Fort Bragg Harley Davidson. Registrations at 12 p.m. Kickstands are up at 1 p.m. And donations are welcome. And if you can see on the ad there, man, there's something always going on at Fort Bragg Harley Davidson down in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Great place to go hang out. They're always cooking something. I guarantee you they'll have something on the grill this weekend too. Free food and beer never hurts anything. Then also on Sunday, the 7th annual Breast Cancer Awareness Ride is going to be out of Harley Davidson in Greenville, South Carolina. Yes. I mean, I know you're a busy guy. You're a little bit late to the show. Here, look, let's scroll back up so Brandon can see this, so he doesn't have to go back. But look, all the way back up here, I went on and on how wonderful our friend Brandon McNeely is at the Blue Collar Cycle Company. By the way, congratulations on your 5th anniversary bash. Man, really appreciate everything you have done to get supplies up to Western North Carolina and all the fun you guys provide throughout the year for us. Now they're doing their 5th anniversary bash this weekend. They did their open house on the Hickory location earlier in the summer. Great time at that. 2 locations, great bikes at either one of them. Make sure you get your ride for the summer, for the winter. Get it from Blue Collar Cycle Company because they'll cut you a deal, man. Tell them Full Throttle sent you. But make sure you check that out. Now, they have some toy run stuff coming up, too. The Bubs ride's coming up. Still waiting on some stuff. Look at this. Look at this. He just keeps going. There'll be raffling off a 2008 Dyna for the Western North Carolina Relief. This is, for those of you that don't know him, which I believe this is tough to believe that you don't know who Brandon McNeely is, but he is the man, the head honcho over at Blue Collar Cycle Company in Salisbury and Hickory. He says they're also going to be raffling off a 2008 Dyna, so make sure you check them out at Blue Collar Cycle Company in the Carolinas Full Throttle magazine. They're also on all the social media channels. And you're right, better late than never, man. We also appreciate all your support of the Carolinas Full Throttle magazine through all of our events. Mayhem and Midway, they're a pinnacle of light for Mayhem and Midway. Last event that we got to go over here is the 7th annual breast cancer awareness ride. I started on it Harley Davidson in Greenville, South Carolina. Kickstands are up at 12:30 for that. Registration 12:30. Kickstands up at 2. Benefits the Neighborhood Cancer Connection. A big deal. October, obviously, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You're gonna see this popping up all over the place. Make sure you do your part. I know. Look, man, it's so hard right now with Western North Carolina. Let's not forget about Eastern Carolina that washed out 2 weeks before Western North Carolina, man. A lot of stuff. We've got a big hurricane going through Florida later this week, or maybe right now. I haven't kept up with that. But it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're rolling right into the toy run season. There's just a ton of need, guys, ton of need. So, it's hard, but dig deep, do your thing, do what your heart tells you. Get out there and have a good time. Throw some money in these buckets, man. It doesn't matter if it's $1, $10, $100, man. Every little bit helps in every situation. Like I said, we talked about the Southern National Meet this weekend, man. Make sure you come out there and hang out with us. We'll be out there all weekend long. And then some other events coming up. We've also got October 26th, the Full Throttle Bike Show at Bulldog Harley Davidson. Now, they've updated this, and they've got a tattoo lady there that's going to be doing Halloween. How rude. Halloween tattoos. They've got bikes for sale, all kinds of cool stuff. This is going to be another free registration bike show put on by the Carolinas Full Throttle magazine with our friends from the Law Tigers Motorcycle Lawyers. Free registration. We're going to have trophies in all classes, and the Full Throttle Choice Award will be invited to the Full Throttle Custom Bike Show, which is on February 1st, 2025. Now, while I've got your ear, all 5 of you that are left on this gargantuan 42 minutes video, we have, man, I'm telling you, this is a big deal for us. It takes us months and months to put this all together. It's an awesome event, and if you want to be a vendor, guys, we're already halfway through the vendor spots. And that's, it's like a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. At this point, we're projected to sell out of vendor spots by November. And that leaves us 2 months to go before the event. So bike registration is still open, and we're taking those too. Everything has to be pre-registered to be in the bike show. It's going to be a great thing. 25 bike show classes, $12,000 in cash prizes. We're going to have vendors. We got Ink Lab Tattoo on site doing tattoos that day. Live music by them, the Rockabilly Band, and Matt Walsh and the Movers. The deal is we'll have live pinstriping that day by Universal Custom Pinstriping. This guy traveled to all the major rallies, hired by Harley Davidson Corporate to do pinstriping. He's the best, and he lives in our backyard in Mount Airy, so we have him there every year. In the Weeds Chopper Photography Gallery by Derek Sykes, man, world-renowned photographer, again, in our area. He comes and sets up and has some of his photography up on display. Very, very cool. Now, look, Blake, if you want to sign up for this thing, all you got to do is go to our website. It's going to look a lot like this, fullthrottlemagazine.com. You go over to the custom bike show page, and I'm going to slap this in here. Scroll down. There's a spot where you can register your bike. You can register as a vendor. The cool thing with registering your bike for this stuff is that you're either going to register your bike to trying to get back to this. Register your bike and take a chance on money for $20 and get a ticket to come in, or you can buy a ticket to come in and not register a bike. It all costs the same. So you might as well bring a bike with you, put it in the show, and try to win. But it all comes through that website. If you want to register a bike or register a vendor booth, it goes to that website. That way I don't have to lose your paperwork. So make sure you check that out. Again, we post on YouTube too. For all you guys watching on YouTube, appreciate you guys subscribing there. Also, make sure to check out our videos. We post one every once in a while whenever I get around to it of these custom builds that are featured in Carolina's Full Throttle magazine. Such a great time. While I've got all five of you, let's play a quick video. How about that? Are you guys ready? We're not yet. So whether I talk to you about it or you watch the video, man, what you need to do is go ahead and put February 1st on the calendar. We're going to be inside the Greensboro Coliseum for our 3rd annual custom bike show. And I even forgot to mention, look, Dave and Jody Perowitz of Perowitz Cycle Fab will be on the floor, hanging out, taking pictures, signing autographs. They're also doing a Perowitz paint show while they're there. So if you got a fancy painted bike, you could win a custom painted award by Perowitz Custom Cycle Fab. Man, cool stuff going on. So we've already got a couple people that were like, hey, I am getting this bike painted directly for winning the custom, the Perowitz paint show. So it's going to be cool. Like I said, we've got over half the vendor spots filled. We've got like 50 bikes already. We're looking for at least 200, which is what we usually get. So register those bikes, register those vendor booths. Don't wait. Has to be pre-registered to be in the show. It's going to be a big time. Okay, so now, Steph, that's 47 minutes of your life that you've completely wasted. You'll never get it back, but I appreciate you spending it with me. Get out there, ride your motorcycles, have a big time. Don't forget, come out Friday night to Uptown Lexington Bike Night. Bob Karney, the Carolina Biker Lawyers, will be there along with the other sponsors of that event. He's matching your donations to Western North Carolina with a $10,000 donation from the Carolina Biker Lawyers. That's a big deal, guys. Otherwise, we'll see you out there on the road. Pick up your Carolina's Full Throttle magazine at a local biker-friendly business. Read it if you can. I'll talk to you later.